What is golden, everybody? I am Big Spectre, and I need to talk about Vin. You see, I'm a huge fan of Vin Diesel, and honestly, he's kind of fucked it up at the box office with these last two Fast and Furious movies. And, you know, there's a lot of news circulating now that Universal doesn't want to give Vin the money to make Fast and Furious 11. And, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Let's talk about it. Alright, so, I mean, let's be honest here. The real reason why Universal doesn't want Vin to make Fast 11 is because of how bad the last two movies have been. I mean, let's be honest. Especially 9, that was a god-awful piece of shit. I mean, everything about that movie was bad. Vin only had one-liners and somehow was the main character. I mean, that movie had some of the worst dialogue I think I've ever seen in a movie. And let me remind you, this is a $300 million movie almost. I forget, somewhere around there I think 9 was. But the point is, it was an expensive-ass movie to have acting like that. I mean, what are you doing, Vin? You know, his acting has slowly degraded as the movies have gone by. The acting is one thing. That's what made 9 so bad. And then, you know, jumping on to 10, that movie was slightly better, only for the fact of Jason Momoa being the villain, which, I mean, honestly, he killed that. He killed that shit. That was pretty cool. And, I mean, and, you know, as the movies have gone by, I mean, I kind of was even alright with 8. But I kind of checked out after 7, because after that, these movies got super goofy. And I really think it did get to Vince's ego, you know, thinking that he was like a superhero, you know, because I know he tried rivaling Marvel. I mean, that's why he did these movies. I mean, he thought he had his own Avengers team, but he just never had a story. I mean, he's just such a cheeseball. I mean, it's crazy. And how are you going to expect to make a movie if, you know, there's just no thread to anything in the story? I mean, you have Vin making family with the guy that killed his friend. I mean, what the hell is that? I mean, what are we talking here? I mean, that's crazy. Why do we need that? That makes no sense. You know, that's where storytelling just gets really dumb. And so, you know, honestly, in my opinion, I think they should have finished this after 7. I mean, that was a proper send-off for Paul Walker and ended well for everybody. And, you know, it just had a nice ending. I really just think that they got money hungry because they saw the profits, and they try to go with it. And, you know, I mean, part of me don't blame them, but at the same time, I mean, especially with your main co-star, you know, sadly passing away. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. It's not really the same anymore. You know, he's a major piece of that movie. He was the main character before Vin was, believe it or not. I mean, everybody thinks that Vin was always the main character. No, Paul Walker was. You know, it's gonna be really bad.
And, you know, there's been a lot of rumors circulating about, you know, what this next movie can be, and I know it's for sure been, you know, told that, you know, Vin wants to bring an AI Paul Walker, and honestly, I think that's a bad idea. You don't do that. I know that he really wants to do it because, you know, he wants to bring everybody back. He wants to bring Paul Walker back. He wants to bring Gal Gadot back, which I thought she died. I mean, there's no reason to bring her back. She's a really bad actor, by the way. So, I mean, what is that gonna do? This movie's going to be expensive. Like, you have so many main stars in this movie. How are you going to pay for all that? You just can't. It's just too expensive. The sad thing is that Vin's only doing this to feed his family. I mean, honestly, he's on a same level like Adam Sandler. You know, you've seen the meme, the guy who lets all his dogs eat. He's that kind of guy. I mean, he does take care of his friends. It is what it is, but I mean, you gotta let some people go. Honestly, if you want to $200 million movie, make it streets,
Take it back to LA, turn down the cast, let a lot of people go, make this a real movie. Don't make this cheesy. Don't try and be the superhero. Be able to take a loss. You gotta take a loss, man. This stupid ass contract you got about having a no hit clause or whatever. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. I mean, really, dude, you're like 50. You know, I remember there was this scene in Fast 9 where he took on like 10, 15 guys. Straight ridiculous. How are people supposed to take you seriously if you're doing stuff like that? Like, I get it, you guys are car enthusiasts and you guys can do crazy shit with the cars, but you're not that guy, pal. It's just not. He needs to bring the cheesy level down, because all that stupid action, it's just that's what makes a movie expensive. Dumb action like that, and it's not even that cool. Bring it back, bring the action down, make it a real story. I think people want to see more of a story now than the action, because they've seen what comes with it. Just dumbass things. I really like Fast and Furious. I know I've been hating on it almost the whole time, but I'm a huge fan. I like that shit. I can't tell you how disappointed I am, because I really want to see this movie. You know, and the fact that it might not be made kind of sucks. Why did that last movie cost over $300 million to make? That is crazy ridiculous. I know you got to go fly around the world, which kind of makes sense for all of this, but like, they don't got to be that expensive for a Fast and Furious movie. $200 million? I mean, that's easy. You could easily do something with that. I know Vin can. I mean, you can do this, Vin. Do it for the fans. Do it for the fans. You gotta tell some people, you know what? Here's your check. Here's your stipend. You can take that. Bye-bye. Because you gotta make a real movie, dude. You know, and I know that Vin's been saying, and honestly, he's been saying, so he said for this new movie that he wants to take it back to the old racing times, you know, like his OG movies, but dude, he's been saying that for like the last 3 movies now, and it's gotten more ridiculous every time. It's like, I really hope he lands it this time, because if he doesn't, I will be a disappointed fan, because I love Vin. And I'll be honest, I know I'd be shitting on him a lot, but like, I do love Vin. He's a cornball, but I love the guy. He's cool. You know, I got all the respect for him. I hope he can make this movie, because it'd be a disappointment if you can't. If you really can't, I mean, it is what it is. I wouldn't be that surprised, but it's tough. It's tough. You know, Hollywood's been taking a beating all year long, honestly. Yeah, you know, Vin's got to be smart. I think you got to let some of your friends go. Like, honestly, that's the only way to make this movie work. You know, you can't keep making these expensive films just to have a short return in profit when the movies come out. 'Cause people are sick and tired. It's the same stuff. We want something new. No, I know you tried with Jason Momoa. That was great. But you got to take it back to the streets, Vin. So that's what I think. For the rest of the crew, you know, Letty, the blonde lady, I forget her name. I forget her name. Wow. That's what being baked is. You almost forget every goddamn thing. Charlize Theron's character, I forget her name, but you gotta let her go. Tej, Rome, they gotta go. Keep Han, keep Jason Statham's character. I don't know if you can bring back The Rock. I think that might be too expensive, but if you can, and if he's willing to take a pay cut, then do it. I mean, if you want those other people to stay, they gotta take budget cuts, like massive budget cuts. I know The Rock might do it though. I mean, if he was able to do it for Smash Machine, I know he'll do it for this movie. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I want to see the end of this, and I really hope it goes well for Vin, because I want to see this movie be made. You know, this movie was supposedly supposed to come out already. We haven't seen anything. Like, I think this is the longest delay that we've seen for a Fast and Furious movie since when? Since I think from Fast 4 to Fast 5. You know, it's almost 3 years almost. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, those are my big thoughts. That's what happens when, you know, you're baked. You think about Vin, and how Fast and Furious is coming to an end for real. We don't even get to see the ending to the end. How sad is that?